Do you ever wonder why sometimes your decisions don't turn out the best? Why you might feel stuck in a bad situation? Let's talk. You see, humans are often slaves to their desires, and our refusal to think things through properly can put us in tough spots. I've been there too, jumping the gun on decisions without considering all the factors. Whether it's relationships, career changes, or financial decisions, I've made my share of mistakes. But here's the good news. You don't have to keep worrying about whether your latest choice was a bad idea. And all this can be achieved just by shutting up and building yourself an evidence-based belief system. Before we start, understand that an evidence-based belief system means believing things based on proven facts and logical thinking. It involves always checking and updating your beliefs with new, reliable information. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 simple ways to start thinking more clearly and making better choices. So, let's dive in. Number 1, shut up and think. Start by finding comfort in silence and giving yourself time to think. This will help you question, analyze, and seek multiple perspectives. When you're quiet, you naturally start to consider and question things more deeply because you're more self-aware. It's in these quiet moments that you can start to see things from different angles. Maybe that big purchase you're considering isn't as necessary as you thought, or perhaps the argument you had with a friend needs a second look from their perspective. Silence gives you space to think critically and avoid hasty decisions. Number 2, shut up and learn. Ignore all the jargon thrown around by pseudo-intellectuals. Focus on learning and looking for the most logical conclusions. Find what works and what doesn't in different situations based on your experiences and culture. Implement what you learn and see the results for yourself. For example, when you're trying to make a career move, don't just listen to the loudest voice in the room. Do your own research. Look for evidence, read up on your options, and see what experts in the field have to say. This approach helps you make informed decisions rather than going with the flow or succumbing to peer pressure. Number 3, shut up and dig deep. Understand that cognitive biases shape the way you think. Ask yourself why someone might be acting in a certain way. By doing this, you might find that sometimes you're the one who needs to change your perspective. This helps you see things from others' shoes and can even prove that you were wrong. For instance, if you find yourself getting frustrated with someone, take a moment to consider their background and experiences. Maybe they're dealing with things you're not aware of. Understanding cognitive biases and how they influence our thoughts can make us more empathetic and less judgmental. Number 4, shut up and change. Stop defending your beliefs when they're wrong. Admitting you're wrong and changing your mind is essential. A circle can't be a square. A wrong can never be right. It's important to admit when you're wrong and make the necessary changes. This might be the hardest step because it involves swallowing your pride. But trust me, there's strength in admitting you're wrong. It shows growth and maturity. So, the next time you're proven wrong about something, don't dig in your heels. Accept it, learn from it, and move on. Number 5, shut up and be humble. Being humble means recognizing that you don't know everything. Stay open to new information and perspectives. This ties into being willing to change. Humility allows you to keep learning and growing. It means listening more than you speak and being open to the idea that other people might have valuable insights. When you approach life with humility, you're more likely to build a belief system that's grounded in reality and open to evolution. Now, just before we end this video, I'd like to include an additional secret. When you are more conscious of these 5 things and keep them in the back of your mind all the time, proceed with number 6. Talk when you need to. Speak up when it's necessary, but make sure what you're saying is backed by evidence and thought-out reasoning. Sometimes, silence isn't the answer. There are moments when you need to stand up for what you believe in or share your knowledge. But when you do speak, ensure it's with conviction and backed by solid evidence. This way, your words carry weight and you can contribute meaningfully to discussions. In conclusion, everything leads to not talking and just reflecting and being open. Being open to changing our minds in light of empirical evidence is crucial for our development as individuals and as a society. It's a muscle we need to exercise regularly, and it's a habit we need to cultivate in ourselves and in others. So, if you've ever had an experience where you changed your mind based on evidence, let me know. I'll shut up now.